off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
But a tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Nixon. Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Operating from the gun, Nixon.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Off play action. Nixon
going across the field. He finds Phillips.
And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Martinez. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Up the middle they go. Levine. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Levine. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Let's go. Throwing to start the drive. Nixon.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
The numbers a week ago for Chase.
5 catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Off the play fake. Nixon. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Up the middle with Brooks here.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nixon. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
That is Josh Hines Allen working his way in for the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Nixon.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3. And I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Martinez. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
From the 29, here's second down and 7.
Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Martinez. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson now.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Play action. It's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now.
Here's Braden Mann now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
That's complete to Laporta.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Back to throw. Nixon.
That's pulled in by Brooks.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Nixon.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
This is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
In motion is Phillips.
They go play action here on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Nixon. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Off play action. Nixon. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Brooks. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works free.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 35. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Levine, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On third down, Levine. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. To throw is Jackson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Levine, and he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Jackson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Martinez. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Flowers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Operating from the gun, Nixon. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your Boyle.
That one out wide and intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 44-yard.
Looking to throw. Nixon. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake. Nixon. That is caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Back to throw again.
This to Laporta, right side.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The visitors' offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Martinez. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Levine had a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds his man complete. It's Martinez. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Levine. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his man, complete. It's Martinez. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now it's Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Martinez. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it second down. Jackson will throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Jackson now.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Brooks.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Back to throw. Nixon.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
He'll keep it himself.
And he stopped immediately there. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
And he'll decide to keep this once more.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
Complete to Sam Laporta. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nixon. And connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Off play action. Nixon. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throw caught by Flowers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Levine. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Martinez. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He finds his man, complete. It's Martinez. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands.
So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Throwing to start the drive. Nixon. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. A handoff running left, Brooks. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Looking to throw. Nixon. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here's Jackson throwing to start the drive.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Again, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Martinez. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
They'll run again.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Third down and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the home team here, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.